What is up, everybody? We are back with another video. So, if you don't know me already, my name is Roger. I go by 240RBZ on Instagram. I'm gonna put my Instagram right here. Feel free to check it out after this video or right now, whatever you want. But today, I'm gonna show you guys how to do the single cam conversion. I gotta go pick up a few pieces. I gotta go pick up some coolant hoses and another belt. I'm gonna put all the part numbers down below and how to do everything. Right now, I'm just gonna take you guys on for a ride. That's it. Like, I'm here at the house. I'm sweating in my truck, so I'm gonna turn it on. Here's a cold start for y'all. Let me open the window a little bit. Hold on. There you go. I don't know if you guys can hear it from the inside, but that's how it sounds like. We are in the Ram today. Best advice I could give you guys is don't modify your daily driver. Have a daily driver that works, because you'll hate having a car. But yeah, I'm gonna take you guys to hang out with me. Yeah, I look a little different. I shaved the beard. I don't even recognize myself, so yeah, I'm the same guy as the videos before. So yeah, I'm gonna take you guys on a little ride along. I'm gonna go to the parts store. I need to get a belt. I need to get coolant hoses, and I think that is it. We'll figure out what we need in this video. Update. This is like the worst possible thing ever. If you guys are in the Bay Area, there's no belts at all in this size. Here we go. It is a gate KA24de. It's like 35 and 11/16. This was the worst freaking thing to find. Like, no part stores had it. I'm literally at some like local part store. It's like family owned, and he's literally the only person that has this belt anywhere. So order it online. I'll put the link to like an Amazon or eBay one, just so then you guys don't have to go what I had to go through, which is drive around all of town to try to find a belt this size. And to think, I hope it fits. Like, this is what people said. People are kind of iffy on the forums about what size a belt is, but this is what I'm going with, and I'm going to tell you guys exactly how I'm doing my setup, so then this belt will fit your setup as well. Alright, so we are back in the lab. This is where we're at. This is the garage. This is the spot. So I have my KA here. If you guys have watched other videos before, you know that I did an EGR delete. I did a full refresh on it. I did a few stuff off camera, but I'll do a little build breakdown so then you guys can see what you need to do to your KA. I'm making it bare bones, as simple as a KA can be. I don't need smog. I don't need any of this. If you have a 240, you might have to hot smog it, but I don't know anything about that. Don't ask me about that. It's going in a Datsun 510, 1972, smog exempt, no issues. I don't need EGR, none of that. So we're at the bare bones. You'll need a couple things. I got a few things for the single cam. Upper bracket for the alternator, lower bracket. Both of these brackets are off a single cam KA, so it's an 89 to 91 or 92 KA. Single cam. It's the ugly one that nobody likes. People ask ridiculous prices for this stuff. Like, I got this for like $60, and the dude didn't even send me the hardware. Bare minimum could have sent me hardware for both with the price that I'm paying for it. So if people are asking ridiculous prices, just buy a blown up KA for $60, because you can get these single cam ones blown up for like $100. Take the parts that you need, either sell it or just junk it, because don't be overpaying for this kind of crap, because people will try to. I've been offered these two things for like $120. Tripping. I could buy the whole motor blown for $120. And you're also going to need this. This is the same thing as what we got here, but this is from a single cam. So as you can see here, we're going to be doing the belt conversion. So this belt's going to go over here, and you can obviously tell that this is in the way. So with this new water neck, and this is from a single cam KA, by the way. See how much more space you're going to have. I've seen people try to get away with it, but it's just way too close. This I got off a car from the junkyard, literally Freaking less than $5 for it. Get rid of this, you don't need this. And honestly, that's pretty much it. You're gonna mount the alternator. It's gonna be a little bit pushed back, I believe. It's to offset the difference. Some people say you need a water pump pulley, others don't. I'm gonna go with I don't need it, and we'll see how it fits. If it doesn't fit properly, I do already have one, and I'll mention that in the video, but I'm just going with the flow right now. I've done KAs before, but the KAs that I've done before, let me put you guys here. The KAs I've done before have an idler pulley that go on the right side. It's from Excessive, and Tepo Swaps down in Los Angeles has them as well. I want less stuff to fail. I'm going to be going turbo. I'm eventually going to be pushing 300 something horsepower. So less stuff for me to mess up, the better. So that's why I'm going single. The single belt conversion. A lot of people do the one with the idler pulley. We have one on one of the cars, but that's not going to be turboed. But if we do turbo it in the end, I'm doing this conversion on it because I heard mixed reviews about that pulley. It's a lot of stuff like the welds break and whatnot, but yeah, enough mumbo jumbling. I'm going to show you guys how to install everything. Super simple. Everything I showed you is just all you're going to put on. I got to find the hardware for the alternator, so we'll see if I find it. If I don't, for the video at least. Oh, belt. People say you need a 3-rib. This is the ribs here. 3-rib, 35-inch. I believe this is like 35 and 11/16. Here is a part number. You guys can get this online. My AutoZone and my O'Reilly's did not have it. I went to a mom and pop shop, as you saw in the beginning, and that's where I got this belt. I know there's a lot of mixed reviews on the forums. I gotta stop looking here. I feel like I look cross-eyed. Look in the camera. I've seen on a lot of forums, people are just freaking lost. They're confused. I've seen people do 34. I've seen people do 36. I talked to a guy that knows what he's doing here. This is what he recommended. Just FYI, for the sake of the video, everything that I put on needs to have gasket maker, but since I can't find any and I'm not going to keep looking and the sun's going to go out, happens all the time, I'm just going to mock up everything so then you guys know what exactly to do. But I'm going to tell you guys when to put gasket maker on. This is an FYI. Don't be like, oh my god, he didn't put gasket. This is why. Cool. We're going to get started with the water neck and then work our way down to the alternator and whatnot. Alright, so the water neck is now on. As you can see here, remember how the other one was in line with this? Now you can see that this is very far back and out the way of the line of the water pump pulley. That's step 1. Step 2 is the alternator. So the lower bracket that goes down here, this is a DE. This is what we started with, and this is what we're converting to. This one is from the single cam. Once again, you can see the difference. This one's a lot closer to the block, and I think it sticks out a little more, it looks like, too. Yeah, it sticks out a good bit, so it pushes the alternator out more to be in line with this pulley. Very simple. 3 bolts here, 3 bolts here. Alternator has a bolt that goes in. Simple stuff. This is like building Legos. Easy. Alright, now I got the alternator on. I'm going to break it down step by step for you guys. So, bottom one is 3 bolts. There's 1, 2, and then 3 is behind the alternator. Then the top bracket is 1, 2. It's so one next to the water pulley and the one above the main pulley. Then you're going to put the alternator on. The alternator has a bolt that goes down here, that goes through here. Then you have like the stopping piece back here to secure it. After that, you're going to put, this is like the tensioner here. This is what makes it tighter and makes it looser. I'm using the one from the DE, so it's longer, but the one from the single cam should cut off about 1 inch. It doesn't look like this ugly thing here. And as we can see here, the alternator pulley right here now lines up with the water pump pulley. And now your water neck is out of the way, so you can go straight right here. I'm gonna try on the belt to see how it fits, and good thing I have enough play here to go back and forth. Alright, now that all that is done, I recommend loosening this bolt. I would take off the tensioner, pushing the alternator as much as you can towards the motor, getting everything on, and then from there you can start tightening everything up and pushing it out. As y'all can tell, the bolt from the DE is too long because I'm not even all the way tight and it's about to hit the belt. So I'm going to end up getting like a bandsaw or something and chopping this off, or I'm just going to find a bolt that's shorter so then this doesn't run into the belt. But it's that simple. This is a very easy thing to do. As you can see here, everything's clear. This water neck's clear. This is one option, and I'm about to show you guys the other option just so you can weigh out what you think is easier for you. I know a lot of these parts aren't accessible to everybody, so there's other options to where you could buy the kit that substitutes a pulley instead of the power steering. But for me, I rather go this way because everything here, OEM, 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 OEM. No worries about stuff being under engineered because everything is solid. Everything came from Nissan. Now that everything's finished, y'all ready to send her. Just drop the motor. Just drop the motor and see what happens. But yeah, I had a fun time with this. One thing I also want to mention that was a good idea from a local guy. Oh, this freaking junk, this garbage. The fitting back here usually goes over here. The fitting back here usually points towards the car. I believe this is a heater hose fitting. So when you delete the heater hoses, all the EGR, all the ugly stuff that we don't need because we don't do smog, you want to rotate this fitting to face the front, and then that's where this comes into play. This fitting, instead of doing what everybody says, which is weld it shut, which I did, I was told to keep this and route this to that, if that makes any sense. Let me show you guys. So right here, right behind the water neck, there is a port. Kind of see it right here, and that's where that fitting points this way. So instead of welding that shut, you keep it open, you get the 90 here, you're gonna have that coolant hose is gonna go and you're gonna link it to this here. The issue that I've heard is that the back of the heads get too hot because there's no coolant flow there anymore, and that's basically what the heater hose was doing. It completed the circuit here. It completes like the pathway of it. Sorry, I'm speaking electrical right now. It completes a pathway of cooling. So what you want to do is aim it that way. So now it goes from the front to the back, and it keeps the back cool. Because a lot of people plug this, which I'm one of those people that plugged it, and then plugged the other side. But it makes a lot of sense to when he told me to route it this way. So it just completes that circle. I'm going to end the installation part of the video here. If you guys did enjoy it, please leave a comment down below of what you think. I feel like I went over everything that I could possibly go over. I don't think there's anything else that I missed. All the part numbers and stuff, everything to do this will be linked in the description. And yeah, for the most part, like I said, check out the description if you guys need anything else. Subscribe. I'm going to have a lot more stuff about KAs. Like I said, do not overpay for this stuff, guys. There's a lot of people charging an arm and a leg. There's a lot of people that will give you this stuff for free. Just ask on Facebook. I've had people send me a lot of free stuff for the KA. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to you guys. Like the block of plates, those are all free because somebody would just, I have 50 of them, take one, just pay for shipping. But that ends this installation video. Peace out. Till the next one. I'll see y'all later. Woo!